Welcome to KRL.
In your screen at the one time. Oh no! Look at this! Harvey Norman looking to make moves on Mighty Murph, but I reckon Barnes is going to make him pay. And he sticks it down the moments. Can't do it. Almost sends Wilco off, but Wilco manages to keep his foot in the championship. But the new boy up to P5. Look at that, he's trying to break the slipstream on the main straight. But he is under pressure here. Great effort from Static Hats first, second, third, fourth and fifth all together. He's got a run on him. Is he going to make a move down into turn one? I reckon he is. Down the inside, he's basically fully sending it. In the final corner, he will take P7, I reckon, but Jimbo and Rob Dog, he's going to get his first points of the year as well. Who's going to take?
It's time to go racing for KRL.
With the hot lap, how good was that? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching right around the world. Sparky checking in nice and early. And how fitting is that? The OGT man on your screen saying, nice race last night, Voodoo. And his second race, in fact, that he dominated from lights to flag. But tonight it's Tier 1, and we've just kicked off our 20-minute qualifying session, round 3 of this Tier 1 championship already. Voodoo, hello to you, as I welcome, we've got a few people in the box tonight, but first of all, the most important one, of course, Wolfie, fresh off his off his 11th place last night. Started 13th on the grid, if you don't mind, made his way through to 11th and had a cracking battle with Static Hazard, mate. Welcome to you.
Thank you very much. Look, some commentators are retired championship winners. Some of us are just really shit at what we do and decide to go into the box instead.
That's it. Those that can do, those that can't talk about it. As look at these comments coming through. Just about to tick over to 10 people already as we are waiting for our drivers to set some provisional pole position times, as there was what looked to be a Porsche Wolfie facing the wrong way as we get these comments coming up. Voodoo up and about here. And Aussie Thunder says, hi guys, it is great to have you with us, one of our Tier 2 legends, along with your good self. Aussie Thunder checking in for this evening as well. I'm excited, Wolfie, I know you are as well. And after last night, it was a little bit too friendly, if you don't mind me saying so. And tonight, we are going to get some cracking action here.
Absolutely. I was far enough away from all the action that everyone had no choice but to be friendly to me. But it was very, very polite racing. It was gentlemen's racing last night. I just having a quick look down the list, really can't see any gentlemen in these cars this evening.
No, I was just trying to find one myself, although we have heard that we've heard Ridey's rocking a new Fanatec wheel. I'm not sure whether that's set up tonight as yet, but he did pop around to the house of the reigning champion and tried it out, and he must have headed down to EB Games or something and picked one up. I'm not sure whether he's using it tonight, Wolfie, but expect to see a jump in this man's pace, I reckon.
He is using it tonight. This is his first night. I was in the practice, and he was only just getting the settings sorted out then. So it's going to be interesting because the Fanatec is quite the superior wheel to what he was using, and I won't mention any other names. But he hasn't as yet got the settings together, so it'll be interesting, and I imagine there'll be lots of swearing.
It will take some time before that man gets it all sorted out. Let's have a look then. 14 drivers here tonight. Once again, unbelievable numbers here. Ridey, definitely one to watch tonight. New gear hopefully will help his consistency. Has the pace to be up the front, so keep an eye out for him, Voodoo. Now, Wolfie, as we see OGT set a 1:59.373 just to get things underway here in qualifying, along with Kilroy just behind him. Messick goes up to join Matterford at the top. As, my goodness me, I've seen Ridey just do some strange things on a racetrack, but none of them quite like that. I think that might have been a little bit of lag, but a 1:58.5. What kind of pace are we expecting to see here tonight, Wolfie?
Well, there's a 1:57 and a bit in the practice qualifying, so that's what we're expecting here. The temperatures are pretty much the same, so I'm thinking 1:57's probably another second to go on top of another second less than what Matterford's run at the moment, and that was by Wilco, of course. Wilco's all over this at the moment.
He certainly is. Matterford then, provisional pole position. The time's starting to tumble here, but we might take advantage of a little bit of a break in play here to go through the championship points. Matterford will want me to flick over to those points straight away as he spins off the circuit down there heading towards the hairpin.
Now's a good time.
Now's a good time. Couldn't get a better time, could we? Perfect, in fact. But let's have a look at our championship standings. It's Glenn, who's not with us tonight. Apparently he's practicing for an endurance race on the PC version of Assetto course. No, he's at iRacing, I believe. I'm not too sure what's happening there.
Yeah, a couple of the guys have got a 12-hour this weekend that they're running. I believe Voodoo's running it as well.
So the boys looking to practice for that, but Glenn will, barring anything extraordinary happening to Wilco, who does look good, doesn't he, in the practice pace. 41 points for Wilco, behind Glenn on 42, I beg your pardon. 30 for Matterford, 22 for OGT, 20 for Barter's 18 car dude. The rest of them on your screen as we go to the constructors' points, and this is also very close. Wolfie, Biscuit Motorsport on 42, Send It Racing on 41, Triple M Racing on 30, along with Team GYR, Team Rocket on 24, 23 for 2.5 heads, 6 Senna Racing, can't get much sicker, Canny on 16 points, Butler and Bingo Racing on 10, and Quick Cock down there on nothing. And they are cock of nothing at the moment, that's for sure. But close in both championships, Wolfie, and this is a very pivotal race. I know we're only up to lap 3, but every round counts, doesn't it?
It is at the moment, especially with the team, because a lot of the guys not being able to show up on every Thursday night due to other commitments as such. But these guys are all running so very quick. We're now top 6 under a second. Ridey's having a little trouble getting together with the new wheel, I believe. We've still got Cart Dude, Harvey, and Big Dog to set times. So we'll see how we go. Wilco's yet to set a time, so we've still got some big names there to play with. And what have we got? 13 races, so everyone's chance at a point tonight.
So, well, there is points available, of course, right down to 10th position. I know you were battling for the final points last night, but let's have a look at Fat Albert here. Just a 10th off of pole position. It's very tight at the top. We were keeping an eye on you last night, Wolfie. Don't you think that we forgot about you down there?
Yes, yeah, no, thanks very much for bringing that back up again. I just want to apologise to my teammate.
as Albert seems to have found his way off the circuit, probably looking to go the other. I think if you turn that way, Albert, that's the old Nordschleife circuit, so he's going in another direction as he's back in the pit lane
And
now.
no, the Nordschleife is not in the game because SRO do not race the Nordschleife.
No.
Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for coming. What is it, 15 kilometres? No, it's more than that, isn't it? I forget how long it is, but something
it's
like
137 to 147 corners, depending on I think it's 37 kilometres.
Yep.
We should probably have information at our hands to do this sort of stuff.
We should, shouldn't we? Anyway, close enough, down to the next metre, but Wolfie has been getting better every week. It's been good to see the constant improvement. Very positive, this man. He's killing it in Tier 2 now, just up and about in the comments. Of course, our man who does all of our graphics here, full-time streamer himself, if you don't mind, head over to V is for Voodoo. It's on your screen at the moment. Check out his channel as we've got a tick over 11 minutes remaining in this session. 13, we've reached the lucky number. And speaking of lucky, 13, that's right. And Wilco in the red livery. He seems to change that Porsche livery up each and every week. Running a very German-style livery this week, if you don't mind. Alvita Zane as he comes through the Schumacher S's now. And 58.5, just ahead of Matterford. But this pace is looking very tight at always. Sparky says, Google is your friend. That's very nice to know. Thank you for that, Sparky. And your friend, OGT, currently sitting in 6th. He's in the pits at the moment, 6/10 of provisional pole position. I've totally forgotten about what pole position was last night, but these Tier 1 guys...
156 something?
Something, I think it was
from last night, I believe.
156 something, but there we go. Google once again might come in handy there, Sparky. But there we go, 10 minutes in this session as Jason Wilkinson comes across the start-finish line now. It certainly is close up front, Voodoo, as he comes across the line. And he's gone even quicker into the 157.885. Scintillating pace, Wolfie.
Unbelievable work. So he's probably got another 3/10 that he can pull out if he really wants to. And he might want to because Matterford is only 7. What have we got looking at now? Top 4 within the second, top 5 within 1.1 seconds, top 8 within 1.8. That's fantastic work. Messi's gone round. He's had a bit of a strife there.
Brilliant stuff. And Matterford now. He looks to be on another hot lap, doesn't he? We can check this track map. I think there's somebody in front of Matterford, but we'll have a look here. Very wild through there. Wilkinson, says Voodoo, as Matterford coming through the last corner now. And always...
a little bit of a switch.
A little bit of a twitch there, but he manages to gather it all up together. And something's happening here. And let's just have a look here. Just stick with us. I think we have lost the connection, have we? No, I think we've got it back now. Sorry,
Shall I just keep talking?
Nah, that's all right. We're getting... How good is this, eh? We're getting it back. Here we go.
Oh, sorry. Someone's just spun around in front of Matterford while he's trying to do a hot lap. It's just everybody... 1, 2, 3... We've got 10 cars on the track at the moment. 3 in the pits. And we've still got 8.5 minutes to go in qualifying.
So there we have it, still a bit over 8 minutes, like you said, Wolfie, and it is Wilco now. Matterford has cut that lead a little bit, down to 0.6 of a second, but Fat Albert in 3rd, Messick in 4th, then Binger. You can see that pace gap, can't you, between these Tier 2 guys and Tier 1. They're just that little bit quicker as Albert gets around some traffic there. And let's take a look at the drivers a little bit lower down. Ridey with his new Fanatec, 2.5 seconds off the pace so far. Cart Dude has not set a time as yet. And then it's...
I'm just keeping an eye on Cart Dude now, Trev.
And Cart Dude, he's a fairly quick peddler, so keep an eye on him. Big Harvey Norman, Jerry Harvey there, as having all sorts of connection issues here. Voodoo in the pits, it's the Wolf. Voodoo is the safety car, of course, if anyone's wondering there, in that beautiful, nice-looking safety car. Big Dick Johnson, who's hopefully that foot's come good this week, Wolfie, and he can get some decent times out of that car. But we shall wait and see. Wasn't too flash around Brands Hatch last week, of course. But here we go. Wilco back in the pits. Matterford.
Oh!
on the stream so that.
A little more.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying before I left unexpectedly, we are back on the air, fellas. Can you hear me?
Hi, Trev. How you going, mate?
Great.
You well?
Yep, great. Just sorry to leave you talking amongst yourselves there, but yes, how good is this? We are back, and have I missed qualifying now? Have I? What's going on?
No, you still got a minute and a half for qualifying, but I think it's pretty much done and dusted.
Okay.
It's very, very close. The top 7 is very, very close.
There we have it. So we might just... I'm just thinking, is there much point joining back now, or should I... just...
I would wait. I believe the stream... Voodoo reckons the stream was still running, but you may as well just come back in for the race, man. If you've got to come back out and come back in anyhow, you're only going to be trying to...
have to reboot again.
Stress yourself. Yeah.
Yep, it's a 3-minute pre-race thing. So may as well join and get the end of qualies. A few people starting to lap now, so fuck it, let's do it.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
I mean, you know, do what the boss says. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, we're loading back in. Don't you worry about that.
I've got the Nordschleifer stats too, Trev, so we're all good there, mate.
Excellent. I don't think we actually went off air, but anyway, we are back, and boy, the faithful have stuck with us. Aussie Thunder, you don't have to go back anywhere, mate. We are back here. Man wants qualifying. Here we go. Look at this. It's straight onto Wilco, if you don't mind, with 37 seconds remaining. So how many people are going to get around here and have another go at this? I wonder, is Wilco coming down, approaching the end of this lap? He's still on pole position.
Lap, so
oh, look out. So
he's back to pits now.
He's going to line up and have another run here, I reckon. But there's a yellow flag just in one of the sectors, Sector 1, I think, but that's been cleared. So that is the end of qualifying. So I think we've got a couple of guys potentially...
Yeah, we've still got Messick out there who's 7/10 down, and we've got... no, that's it.
Rob Dog has started. He's in.
Robbie's in.
Not done
the
a
big
lap
dog.
yet. He joined the last minute, but Rob is back.
Rob is back. So how good
there
is
goes
that?
my job.
Which gives us 15 drivers tonight. What a field we've got. 15 cars out there at the moment. And I know we had a few technical issues during qualifying, but as long as we don't get them for the race, I've plugged the LAN cable back in. We're not using Wi-Fi anymore, as my man Rob has joined, in fact, Voodoo. And boy, Messick on a hot lap. He is going. He's currently up in 4th place at the moment. Only one of, Rob Dog is out on the track, is he? He's not in the pit lane. As we take a look now, Messick just using up
Rob Dog is having a run, yeah.
He's having a run, so late in this session, but around the final corner then, Messick currently in 4th. Can he find something? He needs a couple of tenths here to get up the grid, and he's gone into 3rd.
He does. Yes.
Great stuff.
Yes, he has.
So he will start on the 2nd row of the grid. Rob has just made it in, so he makes up our at the back of our. He'll be at the back of our field there. But Righty in the new Fanatec, 2.2 off the pace, but not a bad effort. 0.06 of a second off a front row start there for Messick.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So we've got the top 7 within a second. Then there's a gap of 3, and they're from 8th to 10th is, what's that? That's 0.7 of a second. Righty's having trouble down the back. Harvey and obviously Rob did not set a time.
He's in the field, though. He's made it. As we get ready to go racing. That's it. Get into the party, Rob, if you can. If you can hear us, mate, that'd be fantastic. But we're going to go to a short break to our KRL intro, and then we'll be back for round 3 of Tier 1 here in this championship. Back in a moment.
Welcome to the Goodbyes YouTube channel, the home of motorsport. more than a race.
Welcome to KRL.
In your screen at the one time. Oh no! Look at this! Harvey Norman looking to make moves on Mighty Murph, but I reckon Barnes is going to make him pay. And he sticks it down the moments. Cartoon almost sends Wilco off, but Wilco manages to keep his footing in the championship. But the new boy up to P5. Look at that, he's trying to break the slipstream on the main straight. But he is under pressure here. Great effort from Static Hats first, second, third, fourth, and fifth all together. He's got a run on him. Is he going to make a move down into turn one? I reckon he is. Down the inside, he's basically fully sending it. In the final corner, he will take P7, I reckon, but welcome back. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the start of this race here tonight. Wilco and Matterford sharing the front row. Messick and Cartoon just behind them, 45 minutes. And it all begins now. The Universal Boss gets us underway. It's go, go, go. Oh, go, go, go. As they all stream down into turn one. Wilco makes the perfect start, but Matterford's right alongside him. And don't forget about Cartoon, who's going to be the last of the late breakers into turn one. And Matterford tries to hang it around the outside, but Wilco holds the lead. Cartoon's there as well. It's a hectic start already. 14 people, sweet Jesus. What a time to join. We've had our issues, but Matterford's off. He is off, Wolfie.
He's gone wide.
He's gone wide, and that is not good. Cartoon up to second. Yellow flags are out, but I think the rest of them have got away cleanly there. What a hectic start, and now Cartoon having a moment.
Oh, there's plenty of battles heading up the front yet. There's 6, 7, 5, or 5, 6, and 7, whichever way you want to say it. Oh, the cones have gone. It's all happening up the front at the moment. Everyone's nice and tight. Qualifying's pretty much gone out the window here unless you're right up the front.
Here we go then. Wilco leads this race. Cartoon now up to second. It hasn't updated on our timing screens. Now it has after the first sector there. Cartoon 3/10 further back. Fat Albert, otherwise known as Prince Albert, to his mates up in third. Messick, he's lost a position, hasn't he, after the start? I think so, as Binger, My Bingerling. And I want you to play with My Bingerling, and so does Barters there, right up behind him in P5. OGT down to 8th. What happened there? Big Dick Johnson shooting up through the field, sticking it up the inside. Big Harvey Norman in 9th. Rob Dog up to 10th. A great start from Big Rob Regis from Murray Bridge, South Australia. The Chicken Fuhrer doing very nicely here. And Matterford all the way down in 11th. Wolfie, it's going to be tough from there.
It's not going to be easy. It's a tight up the front there, and I've got a blue screen, so I'm just sort of filling in as we go. I'll get back there as soon as I possibly can.
Don't worry, it's happened to me as well tonight. It must be one of those nights the aliens are around and you live in a blue house with a blue window. And started 8th, Trev, says Sparky, and he is in 8th, OGT, as it's end of lap 1. Zoom, zoom, zoom. How good is that? The sound of these Porsche cars. 1.593, and the supplementaries are 33 and 81. That is your top 6. Big Dick Johnson up there in 7th with the dodgy left heel. It's come good though all of a sudden. Really proud of Rob's effort tonight. He's had a tough day, our man. We're thinking of him. And it has been absolutely fantastic. Don't you dare drop out on me again, you bastard internet. Otherwise, I'll be ringing Telstra first thing in the morning. But 42 minutes remaining in this race. Go, Harvey, go. Go, Harvey Norman, go. And he's right up behind Rod Dog, who's in 9th place. 9th place. Unbelievable. He was a late starter in this.
Fantastic. And a 13th qualifier. He didn't even qualify, so he is on it.
He is absolutely on it. Inside that almost on that midfield battle. Midfield is looking crazy there. Voodoo, Big Dick Johnson and Barters. So this is going to be interesting for the championship. Barters in 5th, Binger in 4th, and then Prince Albert up there in 3rd. And I've got to say, Car Dude, very, very busy all over the back of Wilco. And where has the Taswegian's pace come from, I hear you ask? Well, he's a bit like that, isn't he? He just sort of turns up and he's on it straight away. But 0.5 of a second, Jason is being kept very honest in the opening 2 laps of this one, Wolfie.
Carty's got natural talent. He actually is a kart racer, so he understands the whole process of what's going on. I am back, and it's looking fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic indeed. Welcome back. Welcome back, and it took me a while to get back, but boy, oh boy, Albert can just sit here, I reckon, in P3 at the moment, and this gap at the front. Oh, OGT and Messick also having a battle there, Voodoo, but this battle is right at the pointy end of the grid, and it's for P1. Is Cartoon going to be brave enough to make a move on our reigning champion and our current he's not the championship leader at the moment. He's mighty close, though. He will be after this race with Glenn not racing tonight, the big Glenn unit. But Cart Dude, he was getting close, only a couple of tenths off then, electing not to have a go. Very smart into that corner, and we spoke off air about how hard it can be to pass here, Wolfie, if you don't pick the right time or the right part of the track.
Yeah, I guess there's probably 2 points, which is the hairpin down the bottom of the track and that last chicane before you come into the right-hander on the start. But you've got to get your braking just right. Probably the best place is the hairpin because you've got a little bit more of a chance of getting through. But let's see. Kilroy's had his pit, whether that be damage or strategy, but now the leaders are right on top of him at the hairpin. So there could be a little bit of trouble going on here.
As OGT, our man down in 8th in the number 28, as Messick right behind him. So that midfield battle, we heard it mentioned in the comments from Voodoo, that midfield battle looking very spicy at the moment. There's nothing in it, and Rob Dog. And I know it's too early for driver of the day so far. I've got to say, this man to come in after the day he's had and not even qualify, like you said, Wolfie, and put that thing up into P9, it's absolutely terrific. But Harvey Norman up there in P10, right behind him as well. And this is a bit of body damage to a few drivers in the midfield as well, says Voodoo, over the first few
Carty's
laps.
Carty's got through on Albert, so something's happened there. Might have been having something to do with Kilroy, but Cartoon's got through on Albert, so Albert slipped back to third.
So Fat Albert back in third, Cartoon up to second. He does have that racecraft, doesn't he? Very professional unit, this man, right across the board, knows what he's doing and knows what he needs to do as Kilroy gets out of the way. Had a good race, I think, last night. I can't quite recall where he finished.
He did, fourth or fifth, I believe, yeah.
Fourth or fifth.
But he did well at Brands Hatch. He was a great team player.
Very
well.
serviceable Kilroy, and he's down there. Unfortunately, he's run into some bad luck, but he has made that pit stop. And you mentioned about picking up those leaders. But 38 minutes in this race, left in this race. 3 laps gone, round 3 of this championship. If you're new to KRL, hello to you. It's great to have you with us. As you can see on your screen, Wednesdays and Thursday nights, 2 nights of action. If you don't mind, Wolfie, you can see Wolfie in both of those, one being on the track and one talking to us in the commentary box here, or with us in the commentary box here. And all round good guy as well. But Messick 7th.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Big Dick Johnson, that left foot not troubling him at all. He's made a stunning comeback here this week. A little bit touchy in Brands Hatch, I must say, as he comes down to the hairpin. That might be hampering him there. He looks to, like he's just run a little bit wide there. As Kohler has joined us, he says, Jesus, I must have my missus's timepiece. Bloody late again. Well, I've got to say that we're only, 12 minutes or 10 minutes or so into this race, so plenty of action still remaining, Cole. A big fan of Tier 2 and Tier 1. Big Dog battling the car, and we saw that, didn't we? He seemed to outbrake himself a little bit into that hairpin, but Wilco has just snuck away at the front here. So now just a matter of increasing that lead, and, ooh, nice, says Kohler Commander, and that did look nice too. Jason going over those curbs. He is leaving nothing in it, is he? He is all out at 1.7 now. That gap.
He will have to. OGT is right on the back of Messick. These guys I've raced with both of these guys. They generally have a good old bash as they try and get each other sorted out. OGT is sitting right on top of him. So 6, 7 and 8 still looking a little gapped up, but the field's sort of bunching up a little bit. I think the racing now, so the 4 to 8 is starting to bunch up as they come through the first corner.
It's starting to get tight
there.
Oh,
who's that that's gone off? Sorry.
Someone, a Porsche?
Oh, there's been that's it. That is, Messick has gone round. I think he's come in underneath Big Dog. I don't want to... might have been Messick. I think Messick went wide. And then he's been tagged by someone, and who's that? It is...
Looks like
Big Dog's having a lot of trouble. Big Dog's tagged into OGT as well, so Big Dog's having a bit of strife there.
Went a little too wide, he sure did. Came onto Big Dog, and Big Dick Johnson just trying to put his big dick where he probably shouldn't have, but he's slotted in behind now. I think he's behind OGT, I think. And Messi.
He has, yep.
Yep, OGT. Oh, and he's battling that car, isn't he? He's almost gone straight into the back of OGT there. Now he's alongside him once again. Rob Dog, where's he? He's right in a sandwich there. Tim McKenzie's joined us. Sparky says small issue during quali. Might have just corrected itself. Thank you for that, Spark Regis. And Big Tim McKenzie says, come on, OG. The OG Army. OGT Army are up and about tonight. Keep getting your comments in. My dog's looking at me funny. I can't take you for a walk at the moment. And Big Dick
has put it in the wall.
Big Dick is halfway in to the wall, and that is not very good for anyone's business. But now he's just he's onto the escape road.
That's all right.
There.
Looks like it was just the tip, Trev. Just the tip that went in.
Just the tip's gone in, so we won't have to worry about anything later on down the track, which is good. But here tonight, he is well down the field. So, just so much you can do with that name of his. And he's around again, is he?
Yeah, he's around again.
He's spinning around. He's in the pit lane. I know you're feeling me because you like it like this. And Big Dick Johnson now is, he's having an absolute, and he's around again. He's been struggling with that car all night, and it's not getting any better there. Help him out. What is happening there? That he's onto the main straight, so not too much he can go wrong here, I wouldn't have thought, but it looks like he's got some damage.
Well, there is
a
a first turn. I think so, yeah. That when he put the tip into the wall there, that's probably just taking a bit of shine off it.
And he's done more than just put the tip in there. He's gone right in, and now Righty, who's sitting there happily with his Fanatec somewhere in Melbourne, comes around the outside of him. I'm giggling like a little schoolgirl here, but it's because it's all serious.
My wife is just sitting there laughing at me. Not because it's funny, but because I'm an idiot.
And Messick, you're having a great time here. Say hi to the family over there. Or up there, but look at this. The comments going absolutely mad. Messick and Matterford, good battle going on. Looks like he's a devil in a red dress, says Kohler. She is done, bro. That will buff out. No worries, Sparky. I'm sure that Big Dick Johnson can go and buff out that one in his own time. But at the moment, he's outside of the points at the minute with 33 minutes remaining. What's so much action going on down the field here, Wolfie?
Rob Dog's just coming out of the pit, so I don't know whether that's damage or... I didn't see him come unstuck, so I'm assuming that's more of a strategy than anything. Messick is sitting on the back of Matterford, and it's all pretty much spread out through the rest of the field.
And it certainly is, and there's a huge gap, isn't there? Righty, 20 seconds behind Messick there. So that final points-paying position currently in the hands of Righty. Big Dick Johnson. It's like, it's just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? This one, he's off again.
Pretty much, yeah, absolutely.
He's gone for good now, I think. We've lost him. He's gone all MH370 on us, Wolfie. We can't locate him at the moment. But we'll get on to air traffic control in a moment. But there we have it, Messick. He's left the party. Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, there's only so many times that the Big Dick can get off, and after a while you just have to go have a bit of a lie down.
Well, there's only so many times. You're spot on, Wolfie, before he's slid out of the party altogether. He's removed himself from the party, and he will be sore tomorrow, no doubt about that. Fair call, though, says Kohler. Kilroy's pit strategy in play in front of P7 now. So looking very nice indeed. Kilroy, like his work. Too early for driver of the day, but it is Jason Wilkinson maintaining that gap out in front. But, well, first, second and third only covered by 2.5 seconds, Wolfie. There's been so much stuff happening.
Can't Dude is catching up.
And Can't Dude is catching as well. We've been focusing on the battles further down the order as he's hit the wall now, says Kohler Commander. Voodoo. God almighty, I've got so much information coming in here. My eyes are shot. But anyway, as lap 6 of this race, let's just recap We've had a bit of a crazy couple of minutes here at the Nürburgring in Germany. Auf Wiedersehen to all our little crowd friends out there. But Wilco in first. It is Cart Dude in second, keeping him honest. And then it's Fat Albert all the way from Monaco. Then My Bingerling. Not many people able to play with My Bingerling tonight because he's all on his own in fourth. Haven't called his name too much. I guess that's a good sign. A bit like in football, isn't it? But Barter's in fifth then. 2 seconds further back behind him, then it's OGT, and that midfield battle has spread out a tiny little bit, so things just settling down then. You're unlucky there, Kilroy, says Voodoo, and Sparky. Big Spark Regis, says Trev. You have a big delay following everyone other than Wilco. I'm not sure what that means, but...
Neither do I.
Anyway.
It looks like Wilco must have had a problem because... Cardi has managed to pull half a second on him in that straight alone, and Cardi is having trouble with grip, and Albert is having trouble with grip too. So I'm wondering if Jason might have pushed too hard, too soon. Too hard, too soon.
It's something that I'm familiar with, I have to say. But 30 minutes remaining in this race. Lap 7 now. Sparky blaming Telstra yet again. I've disconnected everyone's Wi-Fi, every other device in the house. And it is, I've got an Ethernet cable into the back of the PlayStation there, Sparky, so we shouldn't have too many issues. And there's something happening, is there?
Yeah, third, Albert and Cart Dude are, Cardi is struggling and Albert is struggling, and Jason's managed to pull another second out, so there's a little bit of trouble going on with second and third at the moment.
And it's very close, isn't it, indeed? But my next question... And for everyone at home and yourself, Wolfie, when are we going to see some pit movement? Voodoo wants to know as well, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, maybe?
This is really difficult because the tyres come... While the tyres come out heated, they're not heated as they would do in the GT3s. And essentially you've got 9 corners before you actually get to a straight part of the circuit to really get some heat of the tyres. Oh, and Albert's trying to go underneath Cart Dude on the pit straight.
Here we go. Here comes Prince Albert.
Jump on that first.
Of Monaco. We're jumping on with Prince Albert at the moment.
Oh.
And side by side, he is through. Easy done. Easy as you like.
Easy.
No need to fully send it. He just got it done well before turn 1. So Fat Albert up to second. Good move.
I'm assuming Cardi realises he's got issues with his tyres and not worth trying to slam it down and try and keep that position. Pit stops could happen, I would suggest, before the 20-minute mark. But these tyres are starting to go off nice and quick now, so... I don't know. Probably because they're pushing it hard in the first lap.
Matterford and Harvey Norman as well, side by side now through turn 1, now into turns 2 and 3. And I reckon you're right there. I think Cart Dude didn't really argue too much with that one, did he? Given there is that 8-second buffer back to Binger in 4, so he can ease off a touch before he comes in for his mandatory pit stop. Mandatory pit stops, of course, if you're new to KRL. It is great to have you with us tonight. All 12 people watching out there.
Sorry, Trev. Albert almost went around on the right-hander before the chicane. So a lot of tyre trouble there, really pushing hard.
And Prince Albert then, something not quite right about that car, but he is pushing hard, isn't he? And very understandable that he is pushing hard, so you're going to expect mistakes like that. But Matterford and Harvey Norman, Voodoo saying, interesting info there, Wolfie. Cheers for that. Still getting used to the way they work. I think he's referring to tyres, pit stop strategy and the like. Yep. So thank you for that, Voodoo. Great stuff there, Wolfie. And big Harvey Norman, where's he? Well, he's dropped back 3 seconds. Which is rather strange because last time I flicked back they were side by side, but no longer the case. But now it is back to Cart Dude, and Cart Dude into the pits. The first of our leaders comes in. Wow.
All right. Oh, jeez, he's locked that up now. You've got to get this just right. And hit the brakes in the first gear, give it a little squirt, make sure you got your pit limiter on. You don't want that 30-second penalty. So he will probably come out, I would suggest, in 10th place. Probably just behind Righty, just in front of... Oh, no, actually, what am I talking about? 2, 7, 14, 24. Maybe 6th or 7th place, either in front of or behind OGT, I believe.
So there is that huge gap, isn't there, from Righty or Harvey down to Righty. So he could slot somewhere in there. Binger around the last corner now, and around at the last corner, or is he, yep, loving the commentary. Big Tim McKenzie. Oh yes, let us know where you're watching from, Timmy, and I hope you've subscribed to this channel, liked it and all that sort of stuff. 1,200 subscribers and going strong. That's right, 1,200 loyal KRL followers, and you have joined the elite group. Very good company, so thank you for that, Tim. Loving the commentary, loving this racing with 26 minutes to go, and Cart Dude.
Okay, here comes Cardi.
Here comes Cart
Where's
Dude.
that going to put him?
Where is that going to put him? Where is he going to feed out Cart Dude? He's back onto the track. I'm trying to look at that map. He's in clear air, I think.
He's punched himself into 4th place. That was quite the gap. I've messed that up completely.
Yep.
No, he's dropping down the field now.
I think he's 6 more.
It's taken a little while to sort out. Yep.
Behind Messick, I think, as Harvey's in the pits.
Just trying to see where he is. That might actually put him down behind, in front of Righty behind Harvey, I think, by the looks of that.
Yep, I think that's what we were thinking, were we, with that gigantic gap between Harvey and Righty. So that was perfect.
And it's good too, because it'll give him plenty of time to get those tyres without having to worry about anybody coming up behind him. And he's struggling quite a lot on these tyres.
So,
Cold tyres, he won't get any heat into them till at least the first lap. So the second time through the first right-hander will be fine. Oh, Wilco's in, the leader's in.
Now our race leader is in the pits. Harvey Norman pitted as well, but this time it is our race leader, so he's elected to only stay out for an extra lap. I think Cart Dude's I was about to say Albert as well, but Cart Dude's a massive threat to him, isn't he? As he comes into the pits now. So I reckon, judging by that track map, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, somebody back in the pits there, but Wilco into the pits now. So Barters goes through, so does OGT. Matterford coming through as well. My Bingerling is into the pits now from 7th place. So all the pit stop action, I think we said in the next 5 to 10 minutes, or Voodoo mentioned about pit stops in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and he's pretty much spot on the money. So Binger now in 7th place. Cart Dude, oh, a little bit of a moment there coming through, and he's on the grass. Cart Dude is around.
Oh, no.
And that is going to throw the race wide open here, because Cart Dude, he had a massive moment there through that final...
Wilco's stalled at the pits, and he's out. He should be safe.
Oh, and where is Cart Dude? You watch the pit lane, I'll watch the track, as Murray Walker used to say. Wilco is out. Cart Dude is behind him by a few seconds. So, well, if he didn't make that mistake, that lead probably would have been his, would it not, Wolfie?
Yeah. Cart Dude's gone back into the pit, so he's obviously had an issue there. We've still got Albert, Barters, OG, Matterford, Messick and Binger and Righty to pit. So, it's going to get a little messy up the front there, depending on who decides are going to come in next.
So here we go. So it's just a matter of who's going to come in next. Wilco's come in, Binger's come in, Cart Dude as well, before having that moment. Unlucky Cart Dude, says Sparky Voodoo, saying Albert to pit would be the most viable option this lap. He's going through, isn't he? So interesting, lap 10.
He's gone through another lap, yep.
Lap 11 now, so through to complete lap 10 into lap 11 of this race.
Barters is in.
And Barters is in as well, so that answers the question about who we're expecting to see in the pit lane next. And Barters coming in, probably not a bad move here, Wolfie, considering some of the issues that Wilco and Cart Dude have had.
Yes, and there's also a fair bit of gap that he'll be able to deal with by the time he gets out. The field is starting to spread out. So you might be able to get enough chance to get a gap and then roll back in where you need to. So I'll keep an eye on Barters. OGT's in as well.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
He was in. Yes, he is. Yeah, OGT's in the pits. Messick is in the pits.
So they're all coming in.
3 of the top 5 are in the pits. I'll keep an eye on the pit.
There we go. You keep an eye on the pit lane as half the race gone. Half the race gone and half still to go. And thank you for that universal.
Remember the voice.
And yeah, I've forgotten my own voice there for a second, but 15 people watching the stream. And if you're wondering why I love that Murray Walker impersonation so much, 13 years, 13 seasons, every second Sunday for 2.5 to 3 hours each and every Sunday. So probably listening to Murray a lot more than a few other family members. But Wilco is 5 seconds ahead of Cart Dude. And of course...
Barters is coming out of the pits now.
And Barter's coming out. Aussie Thunder says
OG. Sorry, I hate to interrupt. And OG, and I think Messic's about ready to come out of the pits as well.
So Messick and OGT, so good stuff. Those boys are back out onto the track now. Aussie Thunder says, I would have thought OGT would have gone onto the pits early. That's interesting point there. So strategy is all very important. It's oh so important in these races. 45-minute races, of course. But Albert leads then, and he's in the pits. Well, he leads, but not for long. So Albert, he left it just that lap longer, and now he's in the pits. So this will be interesting. There's a huge gap, isn't there, back Matterford then?
Yeah.
And Matterford, this corner's been catching a few guys out tonight.
Matterford's going around again.
Ooh, Matterford going around. A little bit of cosmetic-looking damage on the front of that car. But it's been catching people out that chicane. It is the faster version, isn't it? Not the Grand Prix track, or the F1 cars go through that slower chicane. But Matterford comes through lap 12 then of this race. So 12 laps down, however many else we can get in the next 20 minutes. But 16 huge numbers watching at the moment. It is Wilco effectively leading this race ahead of Car Dude. Barter's now. Everyone else has made their pit stop except for Ridey. So he's up in 7th, but it's a bit of a false dawn at the moment with that new Fanatec, because he's still got to make his pit stop. And I think that'll put him back down the field once again. So he's enjoying time in the points.
The jacks, and Matterford is on his way out.
Let's have a look then.
Where he joins back.
So let's have a look then. Where will he come out? Albert back out now.
First corner, it's going to be Matterford and Wilco.
And look.
Oh, okay, so Matterford will have the fresh tyres, and I believe Wilco is going to have the warmer tyres, and...
Albert!
Oh!
Spin! round he goes, and Albert, can't!
Oh, this is gone terribly.
It's going pear-shaped. It's all gone tits up. Oh, look at the damage.
Not gone well at all. Looks like Albert spun and then got tagged by Wilco. And then in avoidance, it looks like that Carty has come off to try and avoid it and completely taken everybody out. The back of Albert's car looks very unpopular.
And, well, Jason Wilkinson then.
Oh.
And, wow, that was a very severe accident indeed, wasn't it? And those two will be off each other's Christmas card list, that's for sure. But I've got to say...
So now Matterford's come into the pits now. He might have actually lucked into a decent position here with the accident that we've just had. I don't believe we've got a safety car yet. I haven't seen Voodoo pop up for a safety car, so I think everyone seems to be understanding if that's what's happened. This is going to change the structure of who's going to win this thing, that's for sure.
Well, and Wilco just keeping his nose clean there. A bit like Stephen Bradbury back in that famous gold medal run back in 2002. But Matterford into the pits now, and I reckon you're spot on here, Wolfie. You might have lucked into a podium here.
Yeah, everyone's got going again, so it's all good.
And he doesn't want a safety car.
Are we calling a safety car?
He doesn't.
Voodoo's on the screen. Voodoo's on the screen.
All Voodoo. Have we got a safety car?
We see Voodoo.
And we can see Voodoo, so a safety car has been called
Voodoo's
here.
coming out. There's a bit of safety car.
And Voodoo is coming out, and you know what that means, Wolfie?
He's got to pick up
safety car
Matterford.
graphics. Oh, sorry.
Safety car graphics.
Yes, fantastic. And look at that on your screen right now. We've got a safety car. Took me 3 hours.
So exciting.
Took me 3 hours to cut and paste that on. But anyway, Voodoo, as we have a safety car. That's right, Tim McKenzie.
All right, let's see what's happening. This is, I'm not sure. So Albert's into the pits. Car Dude's into the pits. Seeing if anybody else. I'll keep an eye on what's happening in pit lane. We'll need another lap or two to figure this out. Jason, live to the track.
Thanks, Jason. But yeah, so
controversial safety car. That's right. Try and make it interesting.
Well, it looks like Matty went around in front of you and you tagged him, or I think it was Albert.
Yeah, Albert spun and then did the fishtail, then was going left, and then he flicked it right at the last second. So I slammed the brakes and tagged him. And then obviously car dudes hit him as well. So I've only got 8 seconds of damage. It's not too bad. But yeah, definitely happened quick. He come out turn 2 with just back ends all over the place.
Yep.
And yeah, so this is going to be interesting now. A little bit of damage.
Well,
we saw that live and nearly choked, so we're very, very happy.
we
Hey,
certainly...
we've got safety car graphics.
We do have safety car graphics, cutting edge, love this sort of stuff. Just took up a whole work day. But Tim McKenzie just mentioning, thinking of the graphics people, a graphics person does need a pay rise. I wouldn't say no to that. Why would you need a safety car, says Super Crunch. Voodoo going back and having a look.
Sorry, Mataford's having trouble trying to catch up to the pack at the moment. Just to get into line after the safety car. So it looks like we're going to have Wilco, Barters, Matty, OG, Rob Dog, Binger, Messick. Look at Rob Dog, 13th place, no quali. I think he did a lap just as the quali was about to finish. He's put himself up into 5th place. Binger, Messick, Albert, Cardi's still in the pits. So we'll have to wait for him to catch up to the field and see how that works out.
So this is interesting. So a safety car has been called from the Nigerian Prince, a Nigerian safety car tonight, of course. And Rob Dog peeling off and into the pits. So interesting call. We're still waiting for that. I'm just going to go through, might as well go through the pack here while we've got the safety car out. So Binger up into 6th, Messick not too far behind him. There's a few stragglers down in other parts of the circuit, so I'm guessing they might have come in and made their stops. Wolfie, have they, while the safety car is out?
Yes, I believe so. So Rob Dog's sitting in the pits now. Albert he's managed to pit and put himself into 8th, Kilroy righty. So the big winners out of this are Barters, Matty, OG and Binger, because they missed all of that drama and were able to stay up the front with the earlier pit stop. And Mataford's pretty much nailed it with a very, very late pit stop, and the timing was right when the accident occurred. And the somewhat, we're led to believe, controversial call for the safety car, Trev.
Well, that's an interesting one, I guess. What are the criteria you've got to ask yourself for a safety car? But it looked like a very serious incident. We saw Cart Dude get caught up in it as well. I'd say it's pretty fair, I reckon. Would you say, Wolfie, to bring out a safety car, considering what we see them brought out for in other categories, and especially F1? It's looked like a fairly serious incident, or do you reckon it could have been play on?
No, I think it was serious enough that enough people got involved in it to pull it out, and hopefully there's no tractors on course or anything like that, and all the marshals have picked up the debris or debris. I can't remember how that's spoken. Picked up all the debris, and we're waiting for. So everyone's out of the pits now. I think there'll be another lap.
Slow, man. That's right.
There's safety car complaints. Look, it's everyone is going to have cold towel. They're waiting for the pack to pick up.
I don't know. Oh, we don't do another lap. Okay. It's 2 laps normally.
And we'll go just not happy, is he?
He puts the lights off
It's
a
a reset, isn't it? It's a complete reset, isn't it, Wolfie?
If these guys, the trouble is these cars are so sketchy that the back of the pack's going to be trying to catch up to the slower cars in front, obviously because they're behind the safety car. So by the time the rest of the pack pick up, they'll probably have warm tyres. The top 3 are going to have slightly less warm tyres, and everybody's going to be bunched up. So we probably all, by the time we get it sorted out, we'll have another 11 minutes, which is going to give us maybe another 5 to 6 laps.
So it's made it interesting, that's for sure. Just when you thought it was all over, Wilco just flirting with that pit lane there, but I don't think he's going in, of course, because I think this is definitely going to be the last lap. As you can see, the drivers starting to catch up then. You can see them on that track map there. Let's go, Barters. Picking up the crumbs, says Plumboss 84. One more lap of the safety car, I reckon. Sparky, you should be practicing for Tuesday. And Big Shep Regis has joined us all the way down there from Scoresby in Victoria. Says, come on, my main man, Wilco. As he's shitting in the shed.
As he shit. Yeah, take that.
Yes. I tell you what, there's a lot of shit. I'm sure there's shit coming out of his mouth.
What's he doing?
But
complete shit. Absolute. Nailed it, Trev. That's it. Good night, folks. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks for coming. As one more, says Voodoo. One more for the Nigerian Prince. And have a frothy try English kid buys if you don't mind. Daniel's son Terry.
Anytime you like.
And Sparky moving Joe, no time. So that is great stuff. as this safety car is coming in this lap. One more lap. No excuses, Sparky, on moving this weekend, says Mahoney. Off Police Academy, wasn't he, Mahoney? Anyway, but that's a long time ago, and it feels like a long time ago since we started this safety car as well. But 11 minutes remaining in this race, 15 people watching the stream, and it's going to be a grandstand finish to this one, Wolfmeister, in the next 10 or so minutes, because 15 laps gone in this race, and it was looking very cruisy for Wilco, but not so much now.
No, it's these. The top six are backed up on top of each other. Rob Dog's trying to make a run to catch up to the pack, and I think after that it's looking a little... Albert might make the pack before the start, but I don't think so, and the bottom three guys, they're too far behind to really catch up.
Well, I think they've got to make
but
a call.
But it puts pressure on the first turn again.
Yep, so I reckon, do they have to make a call?
They're going to have to make a call.
Yeah, I reckon this might have to be it. I think Voodoo's made that call anyway.
The safety car's gone. Now it's on Wilco to be the safety car, and we're 6 cars line astern.
Here we go then. So we've had a full reset to this race. It's been action-packed, but it's Wilco, Abartas, Matterford, OGT, and then Binger, and then Messick. So Rob up to 7th. What a race. Driver of the day. Don't forget to get your votes in. Beautiful run. He's
got mine.
Here we go. Jason Wilkinson leads us away. The man from Carrum Downs. Go, go, go. Once again for a second time. And Wilco down to turn 1. Then Barter's right behind him. Eyes forward, says Sparky.
Tyres cold. Everybody's trying to tuck it in.
Everybody's trying to just avoid any incidents. OGT up to 4th. Great to see him there. My Bingerling up to 5th. Now Rob up to 6th. Unbelievable. He's caught up to the pack.
Messick's there as well.
In 7th. My goodness me. Fat Albert down in 8th.
Albert, but he's they're all 2/10 off each other, so this is going to go very quickly and very intensely. I'll use that as a word. Sure, why not?
Wilco down to 3rd.
Top three.
Look,
we've missed that.
We've missed this. We've missed this, Wolfie. But look at the battle for the top 3. Wilco's made a mistake somewhere, and he comes down into the hairpin. Less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh, Jesus!
There's a touch. That's Matterford and Barnes have given each other a bit of a touch-up. Matterford's managed to come back on. Binger's right on the back of OGT now. Oh, that is close.
No safety car from here, says Voodoo. We are going to the line. So it's like somebody up there. Somebody up there wants
tagged OG under braking.
Look at Binger, OGT. It's all happening at the moment after this safety car restart. And Wilco lost the lead, but not for too long. And it's like someone wants Wilco up there to win this race. It's sort of cleared a path for him a couple of times here. But it is Jason Wilkinson leading the race. Oh, did he have a moment then? OGT up into 2nd, Sparky. Just get up and about, Sparky. Your man, OGT, in 2nd position. And look at that, no safety car. Thank you, Voodoo. Race control set orders. Final 10 minutes. It's going to be on for young and old. It's down to 8 minutes now, Wolfie. Look at them. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And they're streaming
I just want to mention who's in 4th place. Who's in 4th place? Out of nowhere.
If he gets a podium here,
Sorry, go.
If he gets a podium here, I don't think I'll be able to keep a lid on this at all. Wolfie, he's going down the inside. I know we've got to get back to that lead battle, but he's going. He's making a move on Binger. Is he going to get it done? No. But if he could get on the podium, what an unbelievable story that would be. 13th, potentially to 3rd, and he's down the inside of Binger, is he? No.
OG's gone round.
And OG is around. He's into the wall. He's into the fence. And he's coming back onto the circuit.
He'll be pissed off.
He'll be pissed off, all right, and so will Sparky. Watch your ass, OGT. It's facing the wrong way at the moment. And you know what that means?
The dog is on the podium as it stands. If this is like Brands Hatch, third place could be within the next 6 cars.
It could be. Piss off, Barters. You're ruining it. You're ruining the fairy tale for us, if you don't mind. Anyway, Rob Dog up to third. We don't want any of that. But Binger in second. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. A man who didn't qualify had an absolutely terrible day.
Oh,
for
Binger
reasons
is drifting.
Drifting.
He's in the wrong game. He's decided to start drifting. He's having trouble hold on. Rob Dog is trying to grab him out of this last chicane.
He's inspired for reasons we won't go into. Of course, he had a terrible day. We won't go into it, but he's only, get this, 3 seconds off the lead of this race. It's not over yet, Wolfie.
No, and Barters is now sitting behind him, so second, third and fourth. Now, this allows Wilco to get away because these 3 guys are defending and trying to attack, and it'll allow Wilco to get away. Albert has decided he's going to join the field again, so he won't be too far away shortly. Oh, and into the first corner we go. There's a move.
There's contact there.
And
he's around.
No!
Safety car.
That's not gone well.
No
safety cars.
No
safety cars.
Well, that's it. I'm logging off now.
And Bigger, thanks for coming.
That's
thanks, Trev.
We'll get back
to Rob Dog and Bigger.
And
come unstuck. Oh, jeez.
Well, he's still my driver of the day. Even before he went full Alex Albon with that spin, he's still driver of the day for me. But 18 laps having gone in this race, and Wilco once again high and dry, as Voodoo says, not like this. And Mahoney says, I wouldn't mind having a race against a few of these blokes. Well, you're more than welcome to join Tier 2 and Tier 1 Wednesdays and Thursday nights. And we've got 18 people.
Go ahead. All you got to do is jump into the Discord, do a couple of quali laps around a certain circuit and pick your times up, and you're welcome to join.
Bob's your uncle. And Plum Boss saying, I just witnessed a murder. Rob Dog down in 7th. He's still going. You've got to give it to him, don't you, really? He's got his head down. He's still going for it, even if he finishes 7th, considering where he started. But it could have been so much more. But back at the front then. So Barters gets that lead back as Plum Boss says, yep, I just witnessed a murder. They're a really good bunch of blokes. Oh, Voodoo. Jump on Discord. We'll get you a link now. But Barters in second. So that second place, I think we put the commentator's curse on third place again, didn't we? I think it was 2 corners after you said that.
Barters has come unstuck in the last corner on the straight. Albert's going to round him back into the first corner.
And
they're just coming across the strike and into the...
Look at this. Action everywhere. So Barters now down to third. Fat Albert up into second. Wow, what a race. We've still got 4 minutes to go.
Albert and Barters are teammates, and Matterford's on the back of Barters now, so this is getting silly. I don't know what to do from here, Trev. It's up to you, mate.
And
Barters has gone wide. He's getting unstuck. Matterford's going to try the crisscross.
I'll tell you what, this is action. And Matterford, is he going to have a go down the inside? No. He elects not to. And I hope the wife can forget about the TV for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds there, Wolfie, because you're making all sorts of sounds on that lounge room couch. And why wouldn't you be? Because 19 laps gone, and it's still Jason Wilkinson leading this race. Fat Albert in second. Barters in third. The 2 teammates, of course, second and third. Good little points haul for them. Who is your driver of the day? Get your driver of the day in. Let Martin Brundle know.
OG's gone around again.
OG is off the track, spinning around right in my way. I know he's doing it because he likes it like this. He's into the pits. That could be him done for the day. Messick in 8th, Kilroy in 9th. As we take a look at the drivers lower down the order. What happened to Cart Dude as well? He had that moment at the last corner, but he's disappeared.
Yeah, I believe he got spun around and maybe too much damage to fix, and he's just decided to run the best he can. He'll still get a point. If OG sits the rest of the race out, he'll still come up with a 10th place.
As
9th place probably, yeah.
As there we go, Mahoney There we go. He says, I was thinking along the lines of an interleague race. Trev never messaged me back. Sorry about that. But lap 20 in this race. This won't be the last lap, I don't think. There might be one after this.
No, there'll be a couple more after this.
Couple more, so...
Oh, Manaford's ducked inside, and Barnes has almost gone around. It's outside turn 2. Will he cut back in for turn 3? No, he's going to stay outside and force Barnes inside. Long. Yep, he's stuck back in him. Now I imagine he's going to try and get the crisscross and try and take him down to this. Oh no, he's come unstuck.
So get this.
A little bit loose there.
90 seconds left. Less than 90 seconds left in this race. And guess what? We don't know who we're going to be talking to yet. On the podium.
Not a clue.
Unbelievable stuff. It's been full of incidents, full of drama, safety cars, you name it. We've had a Nigerian driving a Mercedes-Benz around at the front of the field, and it has been controversially, of course, the Nigerian prince has come out. He was the safety car, but this man, Jason Wilkinson from Carrum Downs in Victoria, just fresh out of stage 4 restrictions, and boy, he is...
Oh! Albert's gone off at the chicane.
Albert, no! Fat Albert has gone off the track, or Prince Albert, and who's that coming back on? I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up with this.
It's Binger that's gone around him. I think that puts Binger in the 4th, I think. I don't know. We're really good at this.
It's a bit of a lottery at the moment. Was that the cursed 3rd place that we talked so much about?
It's the 3rd place.
It is.
I don't know what it is. No one wants it.
So Manaford then.
Oh, Barnes all over the place as well.
And Wilco's crossed the line. Wilco's crossed the line with 8 seconds to go, so he's going to have to do another lap. But I don't think that's going to worry him too much. But the battle continues for 2nd place. What a race. This has got to be my race of the season. Amongst all of that too, Rob Dog up to 5th. Incredible. So he's still up to 5th. Who would have thought at the beginning of this race? That's right, the man who didn't qualify had a terrible day, and he is up to 5th place. But look at this, the battle for 2nd, Manaford.
Oh, are you kidding me?
This is unbelievable stuff.
Piss off. On the switchback, here we go. Outside, that's out, no.
Manaford, is he going to go around the outside? Final lap. Holy Schützenleben in Germany. It's absolutely incredible. Who is going to be the sauerkraut at the end of this one?
Barnes gone round.
Locks up and he's around.
He's held onto it. He's held onto it. Manaford's inside. Oh, no. I'm dying here.
Jesus.
They're dragging each other into the...
he's through.
Manaford's inside, but he's gone wide.
And that'll give Barnes a chance to come back at him, and Barnes is around onto the grass, and now Binger's in 3rd place. My Bingerling is in 3rd place. Holy Jesus, what a finish to this race.
Manaford is all over the place. Binger's Porsche looks beat up as hell. Right onto the... Here we go. So we've got the last right-hander, that little straight into the chicane.
Here we go.
Binger is on him. Binger is on him.
Binger is on him. We'll get to our leader now, because this man, he came in to this race a point down in the championship behind Glenn Unit, but he's driven an unbelievable race. Safety cars, restarts, you name it. And he has come out supreme. He took pole position, and he's got another Wilco Slam to win here in Germany at the Nürburgring. The Wunderkid wins the race, and then it's Manaford in 2nd. Sure as hell there have been scenes here, if you don't mind. Manaford in 2nd. Binger in 3rd, I think. Somebody
Barnes
into the wall.
Has crashed into the wall after the start finish, so at least he got through.
And Rob Dog.
Big Dog in 5th.
In 5th.
What a run.
A race from him. 6th for Messick, 7th for Albert, 8th for Cart Dude. Getting a few points for Tasmania. Kilroy in 9th, riding in his Fanatec. Not doing too much at the moment, maybe flicking with some settings. Wow. Where do we start to dissect that race?
Okay, let's start with 13th and 5th with Rob Dog. Got to be the driver of the day. If he isn't, I don't know who can be. Wilco for keeping his patience, and just the rest of the field for coming back from just disaster. It's as easy as that. That's all I've got to say.
Well, what a race. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this incredible race here in Germany. It must be something about this Nürburgring track. It does throw up some incredible results, some fantastic races, and I was just thinking, Wolfie, no rain either.
No, though, but we do know, however, that one of the rounds this season will have rain. I don't know that anybody has practiced any particular circuit with a wet setup. So we know that that's coming, we just don't know which one it is.
So stay tuned for that as our top three join the post-race driver interviews after a hectic race. We might start with our race winner if he's not too busy ripping up a set of tyres there. Yep, there he is. He's into the party chat, back into the pit lane. Wilco, well, first of all, mate, what a race. It really was a race of two halves, but you managed to get the win tonight, albeit controversially after that safety car, mate. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, that was... It actually wasn't hot work tonight. It was only like 20 degrees tonight, so it was nice and cool. Wolfie was happy with that one.
Lovely, well done, mate.
Yeah, that was...
Got your jumper and your cardi on?
Yeah, no, I actually got just a singlet and shorts at the moment.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. The female population of what the viewers... We just settle down, son.
But, yeah, so had Brody pushing hard in the first stint, and then, yeah, he pitted early. I thought I don't want to come out behind him and have to pass him again, so I pitted after that. I did stall it a little bit. I hit my starter and then it didn't start.
Yeah, you stalled at your pit stop there.
Probably cost him about a second, maybe not even that. But yeah, then Albert come out sideways and yeah, tagged him once he swung back in front of me. And then yeah, safety car. And then Madford and Barters, just yeah, little accident there. I think I was going to the inside of Madford to sort of scare him, and then pull back to the far left, and then Madford just missed his braking point and unfortunately took out.
100% what happened.
Yeah, unfortunately took out at Barters there, and then yeah, it was sort of once they all started fighting, I could just sort of drive off and cruise to victory, which is not bad. So yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you for that comprehensive review of your
and Rob
race.
Dogged my vote if I drive the day too.
Definitely.
Yeah, love you, Rob. Love you, mate.
There we go. Fantastic stuff. Wilco winning tonight. Matterford in second. Talk to us, J-Mats. We've got you there, brother. How did that race go for you? What a race. It was dramatic right from the start, wasn't it? Right the way through.
Yeah, look, start sucked a little bit, so I span, I think, turn 2, so I put me a few seconds back and just kind of try to recover as much as I could, but I think when I pitted, that's when the safety car came out, so I think that was pretty good for me.
Your timing was fantastic on that,
yeah,
mate.
I think that worked out perfectly. But yeah, I'll take whatever penalty comes my way with Barters. Yeah, blatantly too busy looking at Wilco and mirrors and missed my braking point by like a metre, so I tapped his rear end and yeah, put him a bit further into the hairpin than I should have.
Well, race control will be looking through that with the stewards and the clerk at the course later on in the night, mate.
Yeah,
suck the champagne now while you can. We have to give it back.
Yeah. Then I think towards the end, I think I had better tyres than Albert and Barters. I think it was just a matter of just trying to pass them. So that was hot work, but yeah, got there in the end.
Good stuff, mate. Congratulations, P2 in the end, mate. Very dramatic race, but you got there for a podium finish. Binger, have we got you there, mate? P3?
Yeah, mate, I'm here, yep.
Good stuff,
Binger!
mate.
Wolfie!
Bingerling, talk us through it, mate. P3 in the end, once again. A bit like last week at Brands Hatch, there was a curse on that third position, mate, but you came through in the end and you got a podium finish. How'd you go tonight?
Yeah, not too bad, Trev. I was up and down like a yo-yo there, roundabout. I think I spun about 3 times. Had a little bit of contact with Rob on one corner. Other than that, I just saw guys falling off towards the end in front of me, which boosted me up from about 6th to 3rd, and I was right on Matty's ass there at the end. I was going to have a lunge, but he done the right thing, covered well.
He did cover you well, because I must admit, I was sitting on the edge of my seat, and I actually went, and as I was going, waiting for you, I was putting my left foot down on the brake as well and leaning further back into the couch to try and help stop.
Yeah, I got a good run out of the chicane there on him, and I thought I could whip up the inside. He moved just before the braking zone into my line, which was perfectly good. And I just had to, just hold on for 3rd, mate. So
well done, guys. An outstanding piece of work, and to to the whole field. A lot of people came off, and a lot of people went and made the effort and came back on. And you know, how the race is finished compared to how it started is remarkable.
Great stuff. Fantastic, guys. Our 1, 2, and 3 there. Incredible stuff indeed. Just getting to some of those comments. Big Shep, well done, Wilco, you bloody pisser. Mahoney, he says Discord didn't show up, and Voodoo's all across that. Contact him via Twitter. Wow, well, that's us almost done for another night. Thank you, Wolfie, and wow, action everywhere tonight. I could barely keep up with it, could you?
It was, yeah, I think a lot of us spent time going, look, these Porsche Cup guys are just giving it so much. The cars are not as technically advanced as the GT3 big boys, and these guys are just getting up it. It's fantastic racing.
It's absolutely great to see. And big thank you. Absolutely crazy numbers tonight for the viewers, the comments. Keep those votes coming in for Driver of the Day. We'll put those up next week, of course, but I think it's it's looking like Rob Dog, isn't it, across the board? Started 13th, didn't qualify, had a terrible day. Like I said, I won't go into it, but anyway, finished 5th in the end. It could have been so much more, but 5th in the end for that man, Rob Dog. Fantastic
Big love
stuff.
to the Rob Dog.
Sending love across the border there into South Australia to Rob Dog. But we are almost out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks once again for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you round 3 of this Tier 1 Championship. Don't forget, next week, Tier 2 Wednesday nights, Tier 1 Thursday nights. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for your company. Don't forget to social distance. Be kind to one another. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Wow. Where do you